Welcome back to the Gardening with Joy and Holly radio show. Thank you for being part of the program today. You can get a hold of us if you've got a question at 1-800-927-SHOW, coast to coast, toll free, 1-800-927-SHOW. You can also send us an email at gardentalkradio@gmail.com. That's gardentalkradio@gmail.com, and we'll help you out with what you have an issue with. Got several questions that came in this week. We'll see how many we can get through till the top of the hour.
If I grow short-day onions in the north, will they even grow at all?
Well, as we talked about early on in the show, onions fall into three different categories: short day, long day, and neutral or midday. And these are based on the number of hours of sunlight that they are receiving during the summer months. In the northern portions of the United States, we get about 14 hours to 15 hours of sunlight during the afternoons, and that's a long day onion. In the south, they get fewer hours, and that's a short day onion, and different times in which the onions are growing in the United States. So basically, here's the after I've explained that, if you grow a short day onion in the north, you're going to get green tops. You're not going to get almost no bulb development. Same occurs if you try to grow a long day in the south. You're going to get a lot of green growth, almost no bulb development. So if you're growing for just greens, yeah, it works fine. If you're actually growing for bulb development, not so much. John writes in, I am located outside of the Boston, Massachusetts area, and I have a very small vegetable garden, about 10 foot by 20 foot. I put in 4 inches or so of compost cow manure every fall. My question is regarding wood ash. I normally generate about 2 to 5 gallon buckets of the 2 to 3 5-gallon buckets of the wood ash over the winter. I dump this in the garden, and it really has seemed to suppress the plant. Supercharge. My apologies there, John. Supercharge the plant growth. I usually put it on in the spring just before the rainstorm occurs, so it gets washed in the soil. But I have also read that I need to be careful and not use too much. So my question is, how much is too much, or how much should I use? I also have a border garden with irises and various herbs and spices. Can I put the wood ash there? How about the lawn too? Thanks for the help that you can provide.
Yeah, so the method or amount, whatever, is 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet every 4 weeks. You don't have to do it every 4 weeks, but if you have enough to do it every 4 weeks, then you can do it every 4 weeks. It's water soluble, so if you feel like you've added too much, continuous watering can help rinse it through. And then
that's one of the easy things. You added too much, just water. It'll dissipate. Some of these things like chemicals, it's years before you can remediate the soil. Yeah, so
I mean, and for what somebody collects in their, from their wood stove or whatever.
As long as it's natural wood, it's not pressure treated or
right. But you're probably not going to make enough to mess up your soil to dump it on there. But you can also add it to your iris and herbs, your beds, and then you can certainly sprinkle it on your lawn as well.
All right. Hope that helps you, John. Also, next question here. I've noticed that you have spoke about and seen videos of you applying shredded paper as mulch in your garden. Does the wind blow the shredded paper away?
Well, it really doesn't. It actually, if you can water over it, and then once you water over it, it seems to make this like, I don't know,
crust
almost, but not enough crust where it's not going to let
preventing the water from. Yeah.
But it does create kind of a crust, and no, not much blows around. It seems to kind of just stay there.
All right, next question here. How would you keep indoor containers warm? Would the best method be to lay mulch around the top of the plants on the soil, or what would you suggest? Thank you.
So one thing you can do is you can certainly take...
I'm assuming this is like a unclimatized basement or garage or potential greenhouse of some sort. If you're in your home, you wouldn't need to do any additional items, any additional methods to keep them plants warm.
Right. Yeah, probably like a garage or a shed or something. So you can buy heating mats for your plants. You can buy a space heater, but that might be costly for you. You can wrap blankets around the base of your plants. You can wrap bubble wrap around the base of your, like around the the bottom of the container, what have you. You can certainly take newspaper or brown paper bags and use it as mulch to give it a little bit more heat. But just whatever you can do to kind of wrap around those pots or those containers is going to help keep that warmth in.
Hey there, gardeners. Thanks for checking out this segment of the Gardening with Joey and Holly radio show. If you like what you've seen, you can search through the channel and find full in-studio videos of the entire show. If you want to go another route, you can search for it on your favorite podcast platform by searching the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener radio show or the Gardening with Joey and Holly radio show, and you can download it and take it with you. You can check out all past seasons at our website, thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com, under the radio tabs at the top of the page. We thank you for joining us. We hope you've learned and enjoyed the show, the segment, and we'll see you next time.